What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the 17th episode of Draft Day Dynasty. It's pretty crazy to think we've been doing it that many times. I'm C. Jackson Cowart, the community manager here at Wolverine Studios, and I appreciate you joining us, as always, for our weekly streaming series showing off Draft Day Sports College Basketball 2022 and all the latest releases at Wolverine Studios. If you haven't seen any of our previous episodes, you can catch up on all those on our YouTube channel, or you can catch us live every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern on the official Wolverine Studios Twitch channel. We've got a fun one planned tonight as we continue our second season at Hawaii, which is already off to a hot start after two close wins in non-conference play and a couple more wins that I'll get to in a minute here. But we'll be playing out a couple more games tonight against our first ranked opponents of the season. And if we have time, we may even sneak in a little rivalry game against the infamous Provo Wildcats. Going to be a little bit quieter in the chat tonight. We got OG community member Bill Dozer won't be around tonight. Hopefully he'll be back on the streams in future weeks, but he'll be watching us on YouTube for this week's episode. How's it going, Bill, if you're watching on YouTube in, 2 or 3 days from now. But if you're following us live, please say hello in the chat. Help us game plan. This is going to be our toughest test yet. I definitely don't have confidence that Hawaii is going to be able to pull this off. But I'm cautiously optimistic, and that only helps if you guys are in the chat helping me make in-game decisions and all that sort of thing. So, definitely if you're with us this week, say hello. I also, before we start, I want to shout out our newest video series, Draft Day Academy, which is focused on helping newcomers and veterans alike learn the tips, tricks, and inner workings of Wolverine Studios' latest releases. First video is already out on YouTube. It breaks down everything you need to know about creating an association in Draft Day Sports College Basketball 2022. So check that one out if you haven't already. The second episode should be dropping sometime early next week. And I was going to tease it, but I'll just let you guys know right now. That one is going to be all about player ratings. It's going to be breaking down everything you need to know about player ratings, also known as skill ratings. I know that that's something that's been a topic of mystery and debate in the Wolverine Studios community for a long time, as long as I've been playing, almost a decade. So I think you guys are going to really enjoy that one. I've enjoyed putting it together. So, like I said, that one's coming out early next week. If you haven't seen the first episode already, check that out, maybe after tonight's stream. But a lot to learn there, whether you are, like I said, a newcomer or you've been playing this game for a while. Hopefully there's a little bit of something for everyone. All right. Let's hop into this right now. As you see, these Hawaii Spartans, not something I thought I would ever say, are 4-0. Look at that. So if you were with us last week, you know that we're 2-0, right? We had two close games. The Portland game was certainly a nail-biter back and forth. The one against Charleston Southern was a bit more of a wonky game. So let's just check out the schedule right here. If you remember, that Charleston Southern game, we did have a big lead at one point, kind of evaporated, and then we built it up again. Moro Morrissey off the bench, 13 points. That was really clutch. So I thought it'd be fun for this episode because we have two ranked games on the schedule for really the entire year. I think those are probably going to be the only two ranked teams we play until, fingers crossed, the tournament. I thought, let's just knock them both out right now. Let's go back-to-back here, playing Cincinnati Jesuit and Cal Los Angeles. I think it's going to be a couple of fun ones. I'm not sure if it's going to go our way, per se, but so I decided to sim the next two after the ones we'd already done. And would you look at that? Against the Murray State Horses, a huge win, 21-point win. Moro Morrissey, 15 points, again off the bench. And then New Brunswick Red Warriors, they're not having the best year. If you're familiar with Rutgers, you might be familiar with the folks at New Brunswick. But this was not the year for them. 10-point win for us. And look at that. McInnes, 17 points in that one. Love to see it. So I'm kind of tempted to maybe put Moro Morrissey in the starting lineup. But, I mean, what we're doing right now is obviously working. He's playing 18.3 minutes a game, pretty much the same as Victor Willis. So, and he's averaging 13.8 in 18.3 minutes. That's pretty ridiculous. They're shooting 70% from the field. To be honest with you, this might be the time to make that swap because he is just playing absolutely lights out. I don't really want to rock the boat here. Whatever we're doing is working, but you know what? He's playing enough minutes here. Let's just go ahead and stick with this into this big matchup. But hopefully Morrissey is going to be able to get enough time in this upcoming game because I think he will be able to take advantage. So before we start this game, let's go ahead and hop in the inbox here, and let's see our scouting report. Oh, one unfortunate thing, we had a team incident. Russ Hope and Rick Tennell were arguing a bit. My guess is they were arguing about Rick Tennell's horrid play to this point because he has been absolutely atrocious. But whatever they were arguing about, seems like they figured it out, so not really too concerned about trying to discipline either player. Not that that's really my style anyway. But let's go right here. Cincinnati Jesuit scouting report. So they are 2-1 at the time of this scouting report. Fairly certain they're 3-1 right now. So we're a game behind here on what we need to know. And this this probably tells you everything you need to know right here. They have the advantage at point guard. They have the advantage at shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and the bench. Looks like the only area that we have an advantage is at center. That's big, though, because we have two legit centers that I think we could do some damage with. But, look, we're playing on the road. This is at number 14, Cincinnati Jesuit. So, we are going to have our work cut out for us in this one. But we'll try our best here. Looks like Ronnie Blake is someone that we are going to have our eyes on. But, look, I mean, he's averaging 13.2 points a game as of this scouting report. That's fourth on the team. So, you know, he's grabbing 15 rebounds a game. That's pretty absurd, 2.5 blocks. But it's not like we're really going to be able to mitigate his impact because, you know, he doesn't really do all of his damage as a scorer on the offensive end. It's a lot of rebounding. I'm guessing a lot of putbacks. You know, really dangerous defensively for us as we're trying to score down low, which really is kind of our bread and butter, so to speak. We are shooting almost 40% from three, but when our big guys get going, our whole team benefits. So, let's see. What do they run here, though? They do have a lot of offensive freedom. That is always what we'd like to see. With us running that 1-3-1 zone, we want to try to frustrate other teams, force them into making mistakes. So I always like to see when they have a high level of offensive freedom. And then they run a 2-3 zone. So that's not great in terms of us really trying to force action in the paint. But hopefully we'll be able to get some shots off on the outside. Maybe we'll have a little bit of an outside shooting focus in this game, especially if our first few shots go down. So let's just go ahead and hop right into it here. I think we can probably fit 2 games into this episode. So without further ado, let's do it. 4-0 Hawaii, 4-1 Cincinnati Jesuit. Let's go. All right. Starting lineups, that looks good to me. And yes, I know we're playing on the Hawaiian shootout court. I know we're playing at Cincinnati, but you know what? I love seeing this court. It cracks me up every time I see it. It's the most whimsical court I've seen in this game. So I think we're just going to go ahead and stick with it. Let's bump up the speed here a little bit. Make sure that our options are looking good to go. They are. Auto sub is fine. Don't pause. Halftime. And I think we are ready to tip this thing off. All right. This is going to be real scary, though. I think the issue for us is not as much going to be on the offensive end. I actually think we might be able to create a little bit there. But I think it's going to be on the defensive end. I'm just not sure we're going to be able to slow these guys down. I mean, we're talking about legit talent here, a top 20 team. But just like that, 2 minutes in, you know, we've held them 0 for 4. Got a slim lead, 5-0 lead. This is a really ugly game right now for them. They just cannot get anything going. I'm going to slow this down a little bit because I kind of want to appreciate it. It looks like if we're actually going to be able to maybe get a win here, I want to be able to savor it. So, all right, what are they trying to do here? So they are running a 1-3-1 zone offense. So, you know, that whole offensive freedom thing, maybe that's not really going to play itself out, but they cannot figure out what to do against it. Got 1 turnover, they're 0 for 5 from the field, 0 for 6 now. I mean, this is a nice start by us. Offensive rebounds. Man, nice shot by Victor Willis there, doing the heavy lifting. He's already got 4 points. Finally, Cincinnati scores their first bucket, but man, it took a while, right? Almost 5 minutes. We are up 12-2 on the road at number 16 Cincinnati Jesuit. Goodness gracious. I did not think that we were going to get off to this start, but the momentum is with Cincinnati right now, and they just scored. I think they're on a 4-0 run here. But look at that. Morrissey comes in there and one for Morrow. he's going to have a huge game, in my opinion, because we only have a few guys that are really elite level scorers, and I'm not sure I'd call him that yet. But if anybody on our team is an elite level scorer, it's probably him or Bernard Gilbert. And to be honest with you, we just haven't seen that level of play from Gilbert this season. So I'm thinking Morrissey's going to have to be the one. There it is, Gilbert right there. Is that an M1? Yeah, it is. And 1 for Gilbert. Okay, but then they answer with a 3. That's certainly a bummer. And we do the same. McInnes coming in there with his first bucket in the game. McInnes has really surprised me. For those of you that have been following along all season, McInnes is not somebody that I thought coming into the year was really going to be, a big-time scorer for us. That's just not. I think he has a 10 scoring rating, or at least our coaches think he does. But that's not what it's looked like early in the season. I mean, he led us in scoring in that first game. I think he either was tied or close to the lead in the second game. Oh, but there it is. Cincinnati's got all the momentum. They just tied the game. Morrissey misses a wide-open shot at the rim, and there it is. Cincinnati's got the lead. I'm almost tempted to call a timeout here, but I don't think that is the momentum really hurting us that bad here? Yeah, it absolutely is. Got to see if we can get a bucket here. We can't. We're going to have to call timeout in a minute because this is inexcusable. But I'm going to wait till the next... Wait for them to make a shot. There it is. They made a shot. We got to call full timeout here. This can't be happening. All right. Our guys are tired. I don't know what's going on here. We're not playing well. Oh, man. Just missing shot after shot. And they're finally figuring out how to crack this defense. McInnes is exhausted, too. We might have to get him out of the game here in a minute. But there we go. So Gilbert's coming in. Gilbert is fresh. Takes a shot immediately. Misses. Heat check 3. This is tough. I don't know what happened. We were up. What was the score? We were up by quite a bit, but they have really just flipped this game on its head. We can't seem to make any shots now. They're somehow shooting over 50%, even though they started, 0 of 6, and I don't know what the tally was there for a while, but man, we almost have to call another timeout at some point because the momentum is just unreal in their favor right now. Yeah, can we get even a 30-second timeout? Guys, this is pretty bad. I think I called a couple. I don't know what's going on. I'm just trying to stop the momentum here. We got to do something. There we go. Craig Willis with a 3. That is what we needed. We just need something. Some way to just get our guys going. There we go. The momentum is completely frozen now. Not going either direction. Blake misses a shot. If we could just get a couple buckets here heading into halftime, cut this to single digits, even just a 10-point game. But I'm not sure if it's going to happen because Cincinnati is rolling right now. And our offense is really rolling over. There we go. 3-pointer from Tennell, but we're probably going to go in down 11 if we can get a stop here. This is pretty good defense right now, forcing them all the way to the buzzer. All right, so we're down 11. Not exactly what I was hoping for. I mean, I guess I kind of thought we were going to get creamed the whole game, so it was fun for a minute there, but oh my gosh, that was really bad near the end. And let's see what's going on here. Who is doing what? So it doesn't really look like anybody is shooting all that well. We're shooting 30% as a team. Not, 7 assists on 10 shots, so I guess that's decent, but we're fouling too much. We're not forcing any turnovers, and nobody's really scoring well at all. I mean, Morrissey's 1 of 5. He had that big and one, but that's the only bucket he's had all game. And, our usual suspects, right? Gilbert is 3 of 8. That's fine, but that's not really, he's our leading scorer. He's shooting 3 of 8. That's not great. McInnes has just been absolutely silent this game. And Victor Willis already has 3 fouls. So that's a problem. That's definitely going to be a problem throughout this game. And we're giving up too many points in the paint. I guess that's what we expect with a 1-3-1, but we're not going to win the game that way. So I'm not going to make any adjustments here. I don't think there's anything crazy we need to do. I mean, Blake's got 10 points. Maybe we could double him just to kind of see if that works. I know we talked about last game whether if you're running a zone, if that even does anything. Probably not, but we got to try something. So All right, they're going to start with the ball. They miss right away, so that's good. But so do we. So we really, we got to just get a little bit of a run here. We're forced to turnover, so that's good. Seems like they're missing some open shots right near the rim. We're not going to get that all game, but if we can get a few of those. But we can't seem to figure out this 2-3 zone. There we go. We finally got out of our 2-3 offense and just decided to try to make something of it. We're really not doing well when we're trying to score out of a set. I'm kind of noticing that. I might even be motivated to turn down, or turn up our offensive freedom and just try to score a little on our own. Here we go. All right, missed shot there. That's a bummer. But if we can get some outside shots, maybe create some on our own, because what we're doing right now is just simply not working. There we go. Blake Thompson making a bucket. Nice player off the bench. Thompson's a big. We have some nice bigs in our rotation. He's kind of a forgotten man there, but he's certainly talented enough to start, especially offensively. But, man, if we can't slow down Cincinnati, we are not going to get anywhere. And we've done a decent job in this second half, but we just can't take advantage on the other end. 15 minutes left. We have a 14-point deficit to overcome. I mean, it's going to be tough, especially if we're missing free throws. Goodness. Fouled on a 3, and Gilbert misses 2 of the 3 free throws. That is tough. If we don't do something here, I'm going to have to make an adjustment because it's starting to get out of control. We got to score quickly. Charity misses. They make it. All right, we're calling a 30-second timeout. We're doing a lot more offensive freedom, and we're going to go heavy outside here because we got to do something. What we're doing is just simply not working. So there we go. Offensive freedom bucket here. Nice. Russ Hope with a 3. That's exactly what we were looking for out of the timeout. They miss. Another offensive freedom set there, or possession rather, but nothing doing. And again, we just keep. I mean, we could build a house. We're laying so many bricks here, and they hit a 3, and that's probably gonna do it. We answer with 1, but I mean, we really can't afford to be trading 3s down this much. So I just don't know if we're gonna have it in us in this game. And look, I mean, that's what I expected. Like, this is not an elite level team. We're certainly playing over our heads right now. So it's not like I was necessarily expecting, a win. I wasn't even really expecting a close game, and I guess I'm probably going to get a blowout here. But, man, the way we started, I really thought we might have something there. I guess just over time, Cincinnati kind of figured out what we were trying to do on defense. But what have we learned here? As this game wears down, it's an 18-point game. I can go ahead and just go quick sim here. What did we learn in this game? I think we learned, against a team like this, I mean, we want to run our offense. We want to run a Princeton offense, but when they're forcing us to run, a zone offense, it really doesn't work. So I don't know whether our guys just aren't proficient enough in scoring against a zone, or whether, I needed to do more of a manual override and just try to play the Princeton offense anyway. Maybe that's what I'll do in this next game. If we're running into issues with the, trying to score against the zone, maybe I just take it into my hands as the coach and say, hey, we are running the Princeton offense, and it doesn't matter what they have on the other side. And maybe that's not a bad way to go, because I do believe in the Princeton a lot. I think that the Princeton can work really against any look defensively. But that was tough. I mean, we got it handed to us there after a really hot start to the game. Every single player on our team had a negative plus minus, other than the 2 guys who played 2 minutes and they had a 0. So that is a thorough beatdown if I've ever seen one. 1 double-digit scorer. That was Gilbert, and he shot 3 of 12. So when your leading scorer shoots 25%, you probably didn't win that game, if I had to guess. They turned it over 11 times. That's just not enough. The way that we play defense, allowing 50% shooting. I'm honestly not even upset with that number, because we have to force more turnovers. That's how we win. And we shot 28%. That is just ghastly. That is the reason we lost this game. So, all right, back to the drawing board here. We know what went wrong, which is to say everything. And I wasn't really impressed with anyone. So I'm not going to make any adjustments to the rotation because every single person deserves to be on the bench after that game. That was really tough. That was really bad. So, all right. Let's just go ahead and sim day by day here. Let's check the calendar. See when our next game is. Go ahead and just sim right to it. I think it should just be in a couple days. Yeah, December 3rd. That is going to be a tough game against the Cal Los Angeles Bears. I am going to predict a loss. Go out on a limb here. I don't think that we're going to win that game. But we'll see. You never know. You never know with this team. You never know when we're running a 1-3-1 and kind of getting a little tricky out there. You never know. Mauro Morrissey might decide that he wants to play like a future pro. I'm not saying he's going to be, but he's got some skills. So, all right. Well, hey, can't be too upset. We're still 4-1. And 4-1, I would say, is probably about 4 wins more than I thought we might be at this stage. I did not have a ton of confidence about this team. So, all right, let's check the scouting report. Didn't really do us much good last time, but, we'll see if we can learn anything. This is an old scouting report, though. So this is from the first 2 games of the season. But we'll probably have an idea at least of what types of sets they run. So, all right, this is a little better than last time, right? They said that Cincinnati had the advantage in every single way. At least this time, we're getting some stalemates. So I can work with a stalemate. Looks like they have a lot of offensive freedom, too, so that's good. They run a high post offense. I don't know how I feel about that against a 1-3-1. I guess there's some potential there for some real damage inside, but that is where one of our guys should be stationed, right in the middle of that. So, maybe that'll play to our advantage. And then just straight man-to-man on the other side. That's great. We can play against a man-to-man team, but I don't want to mess around against these zone defenses. That's what scares me. So, all right, here we go. Hawaii at Cal Los Angeles. Let's go. Let's see what we can do here. This would be, dare I say, the biggest win in program history if we were able to pull it off. So, just remember, I predicted that we would lose, but I do think we have a chance. And if we win, I always thought we were going to win. Okay. So, same thing here. Settings are fine. We'll start it at this 8 speed, see if we can learn anything early on. We're going to go favor outside. I think that's the right play. See if we can get our 3-point shooters hot early, but I'm going to be ready to adjust quickly there. And we're going to keep our offensive freedom low. I really want to see if the Princeton offense, if we can get some things going here. Quick pace, that all works for me. All right, so let's go. So Gilbert starts at the ball, gets it down to the big man right away. Misses a shot, but that's fine. That's exactly where we want to be taking shots. And Craig Willis driving there. I like to see that. I like to see an aggressive Craig Willis because that's not how I would describe him. Ugh, maybe a little too aggressive there from someone turning it over. Didn't see who that was, but Craig Willis, nice. Getting fouled on a jump shot, so he's got all of our points right now. And if we can get, kind of a sneaky Craig Willis game, that's not what I was expecting at all here, so I'll take it if we get it. But, all right. Victor Willis now has missed 2 point-blank shots. Makes me think that down low is not going to be the way to go in this game. But maybe if we get Mauro Morrissey in there. There we go. Victor Willis forcing his way to the rim, getting fouled. I like the ball movement, but fortunately we missed the shot. And they are just getting whatever they want offensively. 60% so far, 6 of 10, no turnovers, which is, the way to beat us. There we go. Victor Willis finally getting his shot. He has been really aggressive in this game. He's already taken 4 shots. And we get a 3 from McInnes. Our guy there. The surprise sniper from deep. Again, did not expect a lot from McInnes this year. So I've been very pleasantly surprised by all of it. But man, we cannot keep turning it over. That's rough. 2 on-ball steals already. That's supposed to be our game plan here. Russ Hope, unfortunately, not doing anything there. And Morrissey, that was a 3 from Mauro Morrissey. What is he doing? All right, Morrissey's in the game. I'm pausing this thing right here. We are favoring inside. There we go. Mora, I got a lot of confidence in you. Oh, well, not in Rick Tennell, who comes in, immediately turns it over. But all right, force it inside. Princeton offense. There we go. Morrissey to the line, 2 free throws. Love to see it. It's fine. Giving up a long 2. I'll live with that. Morrissey. Oh, man, missed the shot. But I do like to see him taking it because I feel really confident in him scoring down low. Nice. Fouled again. We've already been to the line 8 times. They haven't been to the line once. So if we keep playing that way, the fouls will eventually catch up to them. But they have all the momentum right now. We need to get something to stop it. And I might have to call timeout here in a second. Yep. Got to call timeout on that. Hits a 3, up 9. We got to stop this momentum somehow. There we go. Blake Thompson comes in there. Gets a bucket. Love to see it. Nice 4th big. Oh, but they are just killing us from deep right now. And if we can just keep on par down low, that'll keep us in this game. But man, they are absolutely tenacious on the offensive end. They do have 4 turnovers now, though. That dunk hurts, but turning it over a bit, so... Oh, but so are we. If we lose the turnover battle consistently, that is a way for us to lose because, with the way we play, we kind of have to win the turnover battle. That's really the only way it works. So, Willis is back in the game. I think maybe we favor outside because I'm not really feeling it. Yeah, he missed again, got fouled, but I don't think that Victor Willis is going to be our key to victory here. Yeah, he keeps missing. I might have to see is Morrissey dead? No? Then I kind of want him to come in, but yeah, I don't know if this is... Can't remember how to do this anymore. Normally, I just let the coaches figure this out, so... Oh, they can only be made in dead ball. That's why it's not working. That's fine. I'll just let the coaches do it. They know what they're doing. But we really need a run before halftime here. There we go. Charity hitting a 3. That's the start of it. That's the start. That is not a run. Oh, man. And then they hit a 3 back. We're down 16. Finally, Morrissey's in the game. I feel better about that. Let's go ahead and... Well, maybe I'll keep the outside focus just because we are down by so much. There we go. Morrissey with a steal, but then Rick Tennell spoils it immediately. But Morrissey is having an absolute game right now. I'm going to go favor inside just because I think if we can just cut this to, a reasonable margin and then really focus on scoring inside in the second half. Morrissey with the offensive rebound, keeping it alive, but God, everybody keeps missing. And then they missed a dunk! We got the steal and we missed a dunk and missed the follow-up. That's tough. That is tough. You don't beat the Cal Los Angeles Bears by missing dunks. But okay, halftime report here. What do we need to know? Victor Willis, 1 of 6. That's been the story of the game so far. That's bad. Our entire starting lineup has been awful. I mean, really, Morrissey's the only player that's made more than 1 shot. 1 of 4, 1 of 3, 1 of 6. That's unbelievable. So, okay. Morrissey's 2 of 6. He's going to be coming out of halftime as the starter. I do like that. That makes me feel good. On the other side here, they're shooting 50%. They've turned it over 6 times. That's not enough. Same old story, you guys know. And we're not shooting well from 3. I think we got to force it inside, try to force some more turnovers if we can. Maybe do something about this Criddle kid, Jamar Criddle. I think maybe we throw a double on him and see if they can handle it. So, all right, we're going to double Criddle. And then on offense, I mean, we'll let them do their thing, but I think we just got to let them play here. Maybe we turn up the defensive intensity. We don't have many fouls, so turn up the defensive intensity. Our full court defense isn't great, but maybe we bump that up a touch. Really got to crash the boards. We can't be giving up any rebounds on that end. They've already gotten 6. That's 6 too many. And, just in terms of, I don't think there's anything we can do. We're down 13. I think we just got to let them play. So, all right. See what we can do here. Morrissey comes out with the ball. They start with the ball. And we're doubling Criddle. So I'm not sure if it's going to work again. We are running the zone, but... Ooh, Criddle missing. And then Morrissey right there with the slam dunk. 11-point game. I'm not saying we're going to win, but if we did, this is how it looks. They're missing easy shots, and Morrissey back-to-back dunks. Oh, but it's still an 11-point game. And we threw it away. Craig Willis, careless turnover. Forcing one on the other end, though, so that's good. But, just another careless turnover. Point guard is going to be our undoing this year. I already know. And, in fact, we might have to make a drastic change here at some point and bench both of our point guards. Maybe start a shooting guard at the point guard position. I don't know. I don't know what we need to do. But our point guards have been atrocious. Absolutely, inexcusably bad. And so much for crashing the boards because we have given up 3 offensive rebounds already in the first 4 minutes. So that's not great. But Russ Hope with the big 3 there. Just keeping us alive. But man, if we can't stop them on the other end, none of it is going to matter. And Criddle's already got 16 points, 15 rebounds. I mean, he's unstoppable. That's just high-level talent right there. And that's, we can't match it. We're trying. But there's only so much you can do against a guy like that. But look at that. There's no momentum in either way. They just turned it over again. Oh, but so did we. If we can't clean up the turnovers, we might have to just slow down the pace here. Yeah, clearly this pace is not working for our guys. So, slow the pace. Come on, guys. Let's really try to get a bucket here. There we go. McInnes, nice, easy bucket. We're still doubling Criddle, so hopefully that works for us. Victor Willis getting to the line. Can't hit any free throws, but did get a point. Forced another foul on them. Criddle's out of the game, so this is our chance really to attack. And Victor Willis misses 2 bunny shots from 8 and 9 feet. He has really been bad. He's 1 of 10. All right. Morrissey is getting the minutes next game. We're going to make a big switch after this game. Talk about what did we learn. We learned that Mauro Morrissey is our starting center for now and forever. He's got 12 points right now, 5 rebounds, and he's really been the only thing that we can rely on in this entire game. So that is good for us to learn. And this game is really getting away from us in a hurry. We're going to have to go heavy favor outside. We're going to have to pick up the pace a little bit. And, this is just kind of getting out of control. We're going to go full court press every time, crash the boards. But, it doesn't really matter. We're not going to be able to clear a 20-point deficit in the final 6 minutes, I mean, we could just shoot threes. I love doing it, but that's really the only shot that we have to win this game, and I think that's probably not going to be enough. So, we'll see if any of our guys can figure out what they're doing here. Victor Willis just continues to miss free throws. It's like it's sport for him to see how many free throws he can miss in a game. At least we finally were able to convert a dunk there after missing one earlier. This isn't the dunk contest, guys. You don't have to put the flashiest thing you can up there. Just go ahead and flush it down. Not too hard. Oh, wow. Craig Willis with a real forced 3 right there. But I guess that's what I asked him to do, right? So, can't be too mad. Gilbert just trying to put a little padding on this, but really a disgraceful performance all around. Nobody can really be too happy after this, except for maybe Morrissey. Well, Morrissey's probably thrilled because he's about to earn the starting job. What's this, 13-point game? Probably irrelevant. Don't think we're actually going to be able to do this, but kind of fun to keep it close at the end. Yeah, there we go. Turning it over, that is par for the course. 16 turnovers in this game. We did force 17, held them under 50%. Defensively, we deserved to win this game, in my opinion. For 17 turnovers, held them to 44% from the field. They did get to the line a lot, though, and that's tough. And we did give up 11 offensive rebounds. So maybe we didn't deserve to win on that end. But especially on offense, goodness, that was awful. And let's take a look at this here. Victor Willis, 1 of 10. Congratulations, Victor Willis. That's the last game you're probably ever going to start in your college career. Hope you enjoyed it. Amari Charity, 1 of 7. I'm starting to ask the real question, and I don't really want to ask it, but Amari Charity just might not be the guy that I thought he was last year, because he just hasn't looked like it. And then Craig Willis with a sneaky 11 on 4 or 5 shooting, but can't ignore those 6 turnovers, buddy. That's rough. That's really bad. And Morrissey, another solid game. 6 of 13, 6 rebounds, 2 steals, a block, no turnovers, 16 points. Really, our only shot in this game was Morrissey when he was in the game. So, we allowed 22 to Criddle. That's what happens when you have a superstar like that. But all right, I think we learned some really interesting things in this game. And we are going to apply them right away, because Morrissey is clearly the guy that needs to be starting. So let's just go ahead and sim, finish out the day, and then let's skip to... Well, first we'll set our lineup, and then we'll do a sim. Oh, we are playing the Dayton Pilots. You know what? Let's just go ahead and do it. They're ranked. I was not expecting another shot against a ranked opponent. Let's do it. Let's try our new lineup. Well, first let's go to the stats, and let's see what there is to learn here. We'll fix up our lineup. We'll do a quick game if we have time against Dayton, and then we'll call it there. But let's check this out here. Let's sort by... What do you guys think? Sort by points per game. I guess that's easy enough. So Morrissey's leading us in points per game, and he's shooting 58% from the field, and that includes 2 tough games, against Cincinnati and Cal Los Angeles. And he took that 1-3. That was a little bizarre, but other than that, he's been playing really well. Victor Willis is our leading rebounder, but Morrissey's rebounding enough. He's getting 1.2 blocks a game. I really think Morrissey is the guy that we're going to want in there. It's just Victor Willis has not been playing well, in my opinion. If we look at his game logs, he shot 1 of 10, then 4-7, 4-5. I guess these other games aren't too bad, but he's been fouling a lot. His rebounding production has gone down. And, I'm not sure I see it with him. Where you look at someone like Morrissey, and just look, the inside shooting is unreal. And it cracks me up that he took that 3. But, is a great rebounder with that cleanup player type. You go to his game logs, he's been scored double digits every single game. He had 1 bad game against Cincinnati Jesuit when really everybody was bad. But you take a look at the rest of this. He's not the elite rebounder, maybe, that Victor Willis is. I kind of think he might be that level of player, but he hasn't shown it. But you look at this, he's not turning it over. He's shooting incredibly well. Incredibly well, other than this one game. And I think it's time. I'm a little nervous with him running the offense just because he doesn't know the Princeton offense that well. But he's just so dang good. So, that's my impression there just from the basic stats. And then we already know McInnes is great. If we look at our point guard battle here between Craig Willis and Rick Tennell, really neither guy from a per game basis is playing well at all. They're both shooting terribly. Craig Willis is shooting better from 3, but it's not saying a lot considering that he hasn't taken that many and he's not shooting well overall. It's only nice if you're shooting well from 3 if you stop taking dumb mid-range shots, which is his entire game, 81%. In fact, let's talk about your game here. Can you shoot more 3s? And can you shoot fewer mid-range jumpers? And can you do that forever? Okay, thank you. Perfect. So that's good. Yeah, man, if we can get Rick Tennell to just stop shooting, period. But they're both getting, nominal assist numbers. Neither one of them are getting steals. I'm wondering, do we have a shooting guard that can assume point guard responsibilities? That's kind of where I've gotten at this point. And we do. McInnes and Gilbert. So I'm thinking maybe we run McInnes, Gilbert, and Hope and just cut the point guards out entirely. Because they're both really bad. And neither one of them has proven that they deserve to be in the starting lineup. So it's a bit of a risky play, but I don't think that they're clearly the weak link on the team. So let's do a little bit of lineup tinkering. That might take us to the end of the episode here. We might have to go Dayton and Provo in the next one, but that would be fine by me. So let's just do a little bit of work here just to see. So I want to flip these two for sure. I want to flip Willis and Morrissey, and then I want to feed some minutes to Morrissey. Can he handle it? What's his athleticism? Yeah, it's decent. We'll keep him in there at center. Then we'll give him a little break. Then we'll bring him in there again. And then we'll have him start the half again. I really like that. We'll have him do that. We'll give him a little breather there. I think that's a decent way to go. Maybe we'll do this. I feel better about that. There we go. So Victor Willis is really getting stiffed there, but he's played horribly. So I think that's fine. I'm not really too upset about that. Maybe we give Willis this little stretch. I don't know. It's kind of tough. Kind of tough to figure out. I want to get him more than 14 minutes, but I can't really play him at power forward, I don't think. He's just, it doesn't really work for him, especially not, in this defense. So maybe we'll give Willis, a minute here. And then we'll give that to Morrissey. And maybe we'll give him a minute here. That's probably fine. We'll try that out. We'll see how that works. Yeah, because I want Morrissey to be playing a lot. I mean, he's our best player. Yeah, we're gonna give Morrissey the time that he deserves because he's our best player. So, sorry, Victor Willis. No minutes for you, but that's fine. Now we're not gonna have to play George Ivory anymore. So, that's probably for the best. And then, man, at point guard, hate to see it, but I think we swap, which one of these other guys do we want to really be the point guard? I'm thinking, so let's sort by pass here. And between McInnes and Gilbert, obviously passing and handling is probably Gilbert because he is our best guy at handling. He's also our best scorer, but that's fine by me if the ball was in his hands a lot. Give him a chance to really do something. He's not the most athletic, though, but that's okay. Have two athletic wings. That probably works. Let's do it. Let's put the ball in Gilbert's hands. And McInnes has been a better scorer anyway. I know it says a 10 scoring there, but he really has been our best scorer. So, all right, we're going to swap Gilbert here for Willis. And then we're going to swap Willis for McInnes. And then we're going to swap Willis for, I guess Russ Hope. It's not like I think he's the best player, but I think that works. So, Gilbert, low athleticism, which can sometimes indicate that he's not going to be our best high stamina guy, but we'll give him a chance to really do something here. Because, yeah, he's probably our best player. So we'll give him a little break there. It's probably a little too many minutes. We'll let Tennell and Willis figure this out. Yeah, man. Probably give these minutes to Willis for now. I know this is riveting streaming, but it is kind of a fun insight into how to make a rotation. I know some of you guys just, let the computer do it, or maybe do more of a traditional, everybody in, everybody out at the same time type of thing. But I like to do more mix and matching because I think you can get some really interesting lineup combinations that you're not necessarily expecting. I try to use some of these early season, even mid-season games just to learn about my rotation, because you learn some things that the ratings can't tell you. I feel pretty comfortable through 6 games saying that Brian McInnes is a better scorer than that 10 scoring would indicate, And there's no way I would really know that unless I put him in positions to do that. So, and maybe you find a lineup, like a 3-guard lineup or something like that really works out. I'm going to learn whether this Gilbert McInnes Hope lineup works and then try them out with some other different rotation lineups too. So you can really learn some interesting things just by being flexible and really putting in the time into your rotation, which is exactly what I'm going to try to do here. So, all right, point guard, we're going to have to figure that out first and then go from there. We've already got center figured out. This might be a touch too many minutes for Morrissey, knowing that he gets a little tired and is prone to foul trouble. So let's maybe have these guys dance a little more here. There we go. I don't know if that really helped, but we'll do that. Okay. Then point guard, Gilbert's going to come in, get a breather. Maybe I'll have him do that. Actually, I'll do this, and then I'll have that go there. And then I'm giving these all to Willis right now, but I'm going to split it with Tennell in a minute here. Actually, I do like doing that. I like playing he gets so tired, though. We'll just do that. We'll let him figure it out. Foul trouble, all that good stuff. Okay, so I feel good about Gilbert's minutes, and then let's figure out the backup point guard situation. So, keep him in there. And then we'll go Willis here. We'll let Tennell do it here. And then these will be Willis's minutes. Maybe we just do that. That's not enough time for Gilbert to be in the game, though. Let's let him do that. There we go. So then Willis gets that. Tennell's going to get that. And perfect. So now let's figure out our shooting guard spot. McInnes is crucial. He has been huge for us, so we want him to play. And he can play longer stretches, so that's good. I'm actually a little worried about Gilbert's stamina, so I think I'm going to do this with him. There we go. Only going to have him play 3 minutes at a time. And a little worried he might get gassed in the second half, but I guess the coaches can figure that out. I mean, he has a sub at 75, so it's a little bit low for him, though. And a little bit low for him. Yeah, I think all these might be a touch too low. That might have been part of the issue, is our players might have just been absolutely gassed. These were just all a little bit too low. So that's fine. Rick Tennell going to 70. And how about never play George Ivory? Is that an option? I'd like to make that an option. Yeah. How about don't play that man? Okay. So McInnes can handle the minutes. So we're going to have him go 4 at a time and then end it. Have him go 3. Maybe do a little burst here and then, have some time off. I don't know. That's probably too many minutes for McInnes. Yeah, we'll probably do that same thing that we've been doing. So let's just use that there. Give him 3 minutes off. There we go. I like that. And then we're going to keep one of our two, better players in the game at all times in terms of the guard spot. And actually, maybe that's what I should do right here. So McInnes gets that run. And then he's going to come in here. We're going to give Gilbert a spell. There we go. I'm liking how this rotation is working out. And then maybe give him a run here. Let him end the half. There we go. Then he won't be too tired. And then we're going to have to get one of our two guys in the game at this spot. and I'm guessing that's going to be McInnes. He's going to be pretty tired, but I really liked what I've seen from him, so we'll let him figure it out. If he starts playing poorly, we'll work on it. But I like that. Now we have one of Gilbert and McInnes in the game at all times. And then let's work on Hope. So Russ Hope's not that great, so we should be flexible with his minutes for sure. So I think, really our only small forward options, we don't have many. We could use Charity as a small forward, but he just is not a good ball handler, and that's sometimes concerning to have those guys playing that many minutes. So, I think we'll have to give Kyle Penn some minutes. I think the smarter way might be to have Charity do that and then bring in Blake Thompson and do something like that. I don't know. This whole thing's going to be a mess. I might just have to fix this off cam. But you get an idea of kind of what I'm going to try to do here and be a little bit more flexible with the talent at my disposal, because I was really trying to pigeonhole, Craig Willis and Rick Tennell into that point guard spot and say, look, you're our only point guards. You got to play this spot. But they've really been awful, and they've largely been the reason that we lost those last two games and almost lost earlier in the season against teams that we probably should have beaten and did beat, but just barely, with those two turning it over as much as they did. So that's kind of what I'm going to try to do. So to get some more flexible lineup combinations, see if we can try to move some guys around in spots that they can handle, and just, see what happens. So, I'll work on this a little bit. We'll get this set before this next episode, and then we are going to have an absolute showdown against Dayton. I cannot wait for that. And coming right after that will be a Provo rivalry matchup that you will not want to miss, because I hate Provo. And this will be the first time that we'll be playing Provo when they have Mike Jordan at their disposal. Now, some of you are aware of Mike Jordan. If you've been watching since the beginning, you know all about Mike Jordan. He is a legend. And I thought that Mike Jordan was going to come to Hawaii and he was going to be the biggest recruit I ever got. Didn't quite work out that way. But we'll see Mike Jordan for the first time in next week's episode. So if that's not enough of a tease, I'm not sure what is. So, like I said, I'll fix up this rotation, which looks a little messy right now, but it won't look like this next week. And I'll get that ready for those games. But coming up just short of an hour, so I think we'll probably call it there, and then we'll have a couple fun games for next week, and then we'll hop into conference play. Maybe do an episode or two on conference play, just seeing what we can get going during the season. I know last season, a few weeks ago, for these episodes, we just kind of flew through it and simmed the whole thing. I think it'd be more fun to keep doing what we're doing here, and actually playing out the games, making some adjustments, but just picking our spots and trying to have more highlight games that we're doing. Shout out to Bill for that idea, mentioning that he thought it'd be a good idea to just pick some of these key games. So that's what we'll do. Fire Fistus in the chat says, LOL, I was born in Provo. Look, I don't have anything against the city of Provo, but I have a lot against the school of Provo in this game, because they have been stealing our top prospects now for 2 straight years, and I have had enough. So if we can blast Provo by 30 next week, that sounds good to me. So thanks for hopping in the chat there, Fire Fistus. That'll do it for this week's episode. Next week, like I said, we will continue the season. We'll get this rotation sorted out. Hopefully we'll learn some things about what this new lineup is going to look like, this point guardless lineup, if you will. I think it's going to be pretty fun. Maybe even swap some duties between Gilbert and McInnes in terms of point guard, shooting guard, just kind of see what happens there. So that'll be fun, but we'll continue the season, and we'll just go from there. Hopefully we can try to win some games. We'll see just what record we can have going into conference play, and then really build it up from there. Because, hey, the way that we looked early in the season, not the ones that the games we just played, but early on, looked pretty dang good at stretches. And early on in that Cincinnati game. So, have a little bit of cautious optimism there. So, anyway, 3 things before we go. 1, as you all know, I say it every week, and I really mean it. Subscribe to our Twitch channel. If you are appreciating this video, any of our previous videos, if you want to help support future videos, please subscribe to our channel. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you get 1 free subscription just by linking it with your Twitch account. So why not use it on us? It's free for you, helps us out tremendously. We had a subscriber last week, Detroit Tigers fan. Was absolutely thrilled about that. I spent some legitimate time and searched for a nice curated Hawaiian fish that I thought looked like him, or rather looked like his profile picture. And I will say, I think I did a pretty good job. So, if you want me to pick a curated fish for you, a Hawaiian fish that I think most resembles you, or if you want me to find you a ticket to Hawaii, I know flights are expensive right now. Oh, the hassle of trying to find a ticket to Hawaii. You want to go to the island, but you don't want to take the time to find the ticket. Guess what? I got you. All you got to do is subscribe to Twitch. So, that's the first thing. Second thing, don't forget tomorrow to post about your teams and careers with hashtag Franchise Friday on Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, Discord, Slack, and the original forums on WolverineStudios.com. We love to see what's going on in your careers. I know Bill's going to have a couple updates tomorrow about his pro basketball and college basketball teams. Always love to see that. I know there's a lot of pro football leagues going on right now. So we'd love to see some updates from that as well. And show some love to the college football game. One of my favorites. I absolutely adore college football, especially with all this conference realignment going on right now. College football on the mind. Would love to see what's going on in your guys' saves, in your sims, in your coaching careers on the gridiron. So, hashtag Franchise Friday. Don't forget to post about that tomorrow. And, like I said at the top, but if you're joining us late, check out our new Draft Day Academy series on YouTube. Let us know what you think of the first episode. We'll be dropping the second episode shortly, all about player ratings. That'll come sometime early next week. And let us know what other videos you'd like to see there. I mean, those are meant for all of you to help you guys learn about this game. Whether you're new or whether you've been playing this game for a while. Hopefully there's something for all of you. So let us know what you'd like to see in those videos. Let us know what you'd like to see in this series. And if you have any ideas, for general videos you'd like to see, or any questions you have, or you just want to chat about Wolverine Studios or sports or Hawaii or fish or whatever you want to chat about, you know exactly where to find me on Twitch and Twitter at CJacksonCowart, on our Discord server, or anywhere on the Wolverine Studios forums. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.